I am healed, whole and healthy. I relax and visualize. I am healed, whole and healthy. I am well, I am well. I am healed, whole and healthy. I relax and visualize. I am healed, whole and healthy. I am well, I am well. I am healed, whole and healthy. I accept and I receive. I am healed, whole and healthy. I am well, I am well.
That we could chat along with. It's so good to be back. I just came back from my trip, and I'll show you some slides here. You can get to them. So this was, so Ursula on your right side, of course, Michelle on the left side, and her daughter Jackie. And what was fun is we were all there on Mother's Day. So the three mothers, and we actually there, internally they're known as the three queens. The mother queen is Ursula now, and Michelle was the queen of her family, but now that we were in the Netherlands, we were in a different domain with the other queens. So it's the three queens that they enjoyed Mother's Day. It's been a while since they enjoyed Mother's Day together, so it's great to have them there. And then we just went out and spent the week with the grandkids, hiking and playing and just playing games, and just it was very green there. This was in the Netherlands. And the other thing that's true of the Netherlands, it's got to be the biking capital of the world. And so we everywhere we went, we biked. There was no sense in taking a car. So there's these red paths that go, and then they intersect into cars all around. But bikes are the priority there. And it was fun just to keep riding around. I probably put in 20 miles over the week, just kind of doing. But it's all casual riding. You're just kind of going like this. It's not this intense riding like you see here. So it was really fun to do that, really fun to be part of everybody there. and enjoy that. But we're back and adjusting to this time zone, and glad to be back in community as well. I just continue to be grateful for the Sip and Savor. I know I expressed that before I left, but I just wanted to say we're still getting numbers together, and we'll have the final numbers next week as far as the fundraising. But what I know and what just stayed with me, because I left like Monday after the Sip and Savor, what was staying with me is just the consciousness and the feeling of love and compassion and service that we were all during the before the service, and we'll show it again during the offering, during the sharing of abundance. But just pictures, and I just appreciate everybody who was volunteering there. Can we just get raise your hand if you're a volunteer for the Sip and Savor, and let's give them another round of applause. So we do want to begin with our vision and mission. Still having problems here. So together we say, we are an inclusive community for spiritual growth and compassionate action. And our mission statement, we are co-creating the works for everyone by living intentionally, loving unconditionally, and seeing God in all people and all faiths. A glorious affirmation for us today. Before we begin our service, I just want to give you a few announcements that we have coming up. On Friday, the date's not up there, but it would be Friday, May 29th. Robert Kawin is giving a concert here. It is a for pay event, $25, but he is such a beautiful both singer, and the musical instruments he has, the gongs and the bowls, are a beautiful meditation in that way. So we invite you to come to that on Friday night. And then the very next day, Peggy Usak is doing a 1-hour experiential workshop. And what's really nice about this workshop she's doing, you can come for the hour-long, 12 to 1, and get a sense of prayer in an experiential way. But then if you have the time to stay afterwards from 1 to, say, 2:30, she's going to invite people and have the supplies to make your own prayer flags. So you'll, what? Oh, I'm sorry. 11 to 12 is the workshop. 12 to 1:30 is the prayer flag. Thank you for that. And concert was at 7 p.m. And then also on that Sunday, we're going to have Patricia Bahia this is on the 31st, who's a fabulous singer, and she's going to be here for the service, but then doing a workshop.
I am here.
What we're going to do, we just plan to stay because you'll be so impressed with her you'll want to. She's quite an amazing singer. So how many people remember her when she's been here before? She's just fabulous. She's fabulous. So please come for her. That'll not be this coming Sunday because next Sunday is Bottle Rock, and we're not having guests coming in or music then. We're just going to keep in-house music. Bodie will be here. He'll be coming from Shasta, but I think that'll be great to have her on the 31st. And know that we're founded on prayer, that prayer is a core of who we are here in our beliefs, our classes, our beingness, that we encourage all people, not just our practitioners, but all people to find a practice of prayer. Prayer for yourself, prayer for others, a way of meditation, a way of being. And we also know that this kind of prayer we do here begins with a contemplative time, a time of just being, not jumping straight into a request or an invitation, just to be in the oneness that is. And we know from this we find our source, and from this source all things can come. So I wanted to just introduce this time we have for prayer today with a video of Nemo Patel, who's a new thought artist who does a lot of rapping and music and different things. But he's got images of prayer around the world, and then I'll go into prayer and meditation right after that.
Well, I'm sitting here in silence, sending people smiles and realizing when we send out love, it keeps on rising. So I choose to close my eyelids to send positive vibes into every living being, from the ocean to the skies. And as I look at all the crisis, I realize that I just can send my love and prayers that will make it through this virus. To me, this is all priceless, to transform all the violence through sacrifice and trying, sitting on this cushion silent. May all beings be happy, peaceful and non-violent. May not one being suffer in their minds, even the tyrants. May all souls find alignment with their hands, their hearts and minds. And may all of us keep walking and persevere in these times with love.
Ooh, I'm sending prayers out to you. I'm sending prayers out to you. I'm sending prayers out to you. Prayers out to you, sending prayers out to you, sending prayers out to you. Oh, sending prayers out to you, sending prayers out to you, sending prayers out to you. Oh, sending prayers out to you. Sending prayers out to you, sending prayers out to you.
And bring that feeling of compassion, maybe aroused by the video, or just thoughts of others whom you seek that they may be well. May they be happy. We pause in this moment and know the deeper truth of who we are, this divine essence, this divine being that rests within us. That at times we invite it to be with us, to recognize it, but it is always there. Always. So this morning we just rest in this peace. When peace may be hard to find in our lives or in the media, we know this peace rests right where we are, within us, always. Just taking a moment to be with that peace. might bring a smile on your face, an energetic feeling within you, a sense of hope and love. For that is the nature of the universe within us, that is the source of all. And this morning we are grateful for that. As we open up this time together in sacred communion, sacred gathering, and to know that together we have a conscious unity, a creative power that can change the world. One breath, one thought, one love at a time. And so it is. So this morning, as I mentioned, one of our practitioners had to go out of town unexpectedly. So I wanted to invite Rob Ward in a video. I'm sure he's watching as well, so welcome, Rob. He's a ministerial intern here, a practitioner at our center. He does outreach work with us. He teaches classes. He does pre-meditation before the service virtually, as well as after the service, having a discussion group. But he's also a ministerial intern, so he's in ministry school. As a matter of fact, yesterday I was teaching a class. He was in that class. And kind of a funny thing, it was a metaphysical Bible class, and we've been talking about this author, Rob Ward, who I don't know if you know him, but he's Bell. See, now I'm still doing it. Rob Bell. And when I sent the text out that Rob Ward was going to be here to be on video today, I put out Rob Bell. So I'm still just going back and forth between them because, it's just I was so immersed in this wonderful discussion with other ministerial students about the beauty of the Bible, because so many of us don't kind of avoid that or not sure where to start. So it really is some beautiful there. And Rob Bell brought us to that attention. But today our topic is about healing. May we all be well. May we be healthy and whole. And I know many of you have recently or some time ago have been on journeys of healing. And we know that it's about the journey and not the destination, but at the same time it's good to get the all clear sign that we're healthy. But I wanted Rob to share a story today about his own healing process that he had some time ago, and I think it's a powerful example of using the science of mind principles in the way we heal.
I was in graduate school. I had finished my master's portion of my doctoral program, and things seemed to be going very well. I was excited. I had come through I was there at the time here in Los Angeles at the time of the Rodney King events. And I took my comprehensives and defended my master's thesis in the midst of that. So there was a lot of trauma and a lot of stress in the collective consciousness, but I felt like I came through that really well. But when I started school the following fall, I started to notice that my joints were more achy. I was feeling more tired. Something was just not feeling right with my body, and spending time with my spiritual practices, with my meditation and prayer life. I heard that still voice within me saying, you need to get this checked out. Something's not right. So through a series of doctor's visits, I found out that I was dealing with lupus at the time, and feeling deep fear and doubt and all of those feelings of why me, why now? This is the time in life when I'm supposed to be healthy, and I'm helping people. I'm in my program to become a psychologist to help people through these times. Why is this happening to me? And things got bad enough that I had to take a year off from school, which turned into a little bit more time. But the way this connects with my prayer life is I had moved back to the Midwest from Southern California. I was seeing all of the allopathic doctors, and the medications they were giving me were making me sicker. And I just remember a moment where I was having that I-thou relationship with Spirit that Melissa and Z talked about, and just arguing with God. Why now? Why here? What's the point of this? You know, I felt like I was following my call into healing professions. And the response I heard back was, you're on the wrong path. You're not doing healing the way you need to be healing. And really working with that, I am not this sick person. I really heard Myrtle Fillmore's voice. I'm a child of God, and therefore I do not inherit illness. So I really was praying with Myrtle Fillmore's words, and then hearing Ernest Holmes in there saying, well, you know, if you desire something, you need to speak that into law. You need to be affirmative about what is it that you're seeking in your healing. And through those prayers, through that prayer practice, I came to hear that you're not eating the right food, you're on the wrong diet, you need to drop these things. The allopathics you need to drop. You need to spend more time eating healthier. There's a diet out there, and I was led to a macrobiotic diet that completely changed the outward, the conditions. What was amazing to me, though, was the inner transformation that was going on, that I was so driven. I was an overachiever in college. I was an overachiever in grad school. I was working and going to school and writing a dissertation and studying for comps and interning and all of this stuff. And I just heard this big slow down and stop. Spend more time in the silence. Slow your life down. You're missing life. You're missing yourself. And the more that I spent time in the silence, the more that I was hearing that divine voice within, the stronger I was feeling, the healthier I was feeling. And it led me to a wonderful time in my life where I spent time traveling in Europe. From there, I went off on this long jaunt with a backpack through Europe and checked out these different healing modalities, hot pools and therapeutic pools and power places. And it was just this whole internal transformation from where I had thought I was heading with my own will, following my own voice, believing it was God's will. And what I learned through that experience was time in the silence, peace, be still and know that I am. The more that I was allowing myself just to be and to be affirmative in saying, you know, I don't inherit this. I do inherit health. I do inherit freedom in my body. I do inherit the best life that I can be living right now for God as I know God. And my life changed. I healed from that. I was very healthy and was able to return to school after that. Yeah, I'm reflecting on that. Healing is enough. I believe what I learned from that experience I just shared with you is that God had been telling me to stop and slow down long before that. And I was not listening at all. I wasn't hearing a word of it. I wanted nothing to do. What do you mean slow down? What do you mean stop? So when you follow your own will, you will go places, but it's not necessarily the places God wants you to be.
I think we all appreciate that story. How many people could relate to what he was talking about? Could you do me a favor and just turn around and wave to Rob and thank him for the camera's way up there, so yeah. Thanks. But I think that it is a journey and not a destination. And isn't it great to get to the destination, a remission, a completion, understanding. And if we don't do it mindfully along the way, we're probably going to have to experience it again, or it's not going to be complete in that way. So, thank you, Rob. Appreciate it. Thank you all. So, We'll go on to the next musical selection now. Which, oh, I know, this is, let me give a little preface of this song. So this is a person, Sophia Spellino, and this is just a video she's documented of her own healing process, but in affirmations. It doesn't give the story behind it. But I think I was touched by the affirmations she gave, the process of doing that. So enjoy the video.
Let me tell you the secret. You just have to let go. Let go. Let go of the judgment towards yourself, towards all. But how? Radically accept it wasn't okay, but it's all okay now. In this moment, I choose my healing. In this moment, I choose ending. In this moment, I choose my beginning. In this moment, I choose healing. I let go of what doesn't serve me. I release what hurt me. I'm thankful for experiences that taught me. Physical illusions, I'm letting go. Pain is not mine to hold. Judgment is not mine to own. Peace is what I know. The past does not define me. I am love. I am forgiving. I am overcoming. Duality is an illusion. There is only oneness, wholeness, my healing. My healing is my belief. My healing is my knowing. My healing is accepting. My healing is taking responsibility to let go right now, to let go, to choose not to hold anymore. Forgiveness is not condoning. Forgiveness is letting go of the past controlling my present moment now, so I can be here now. My present is a gift. This moment not miss. No more dwelling on what doesn't serve me. This freedom now. I feel this freedom now. I bless and release what does not bring me peace. I bless and release what does not bring me peace. I will not drink the poison. I will not drink the poison of bitterness, resentfulness, anger, dis-ease. I will feast on joy. I will feast on peace. My healing is my belief. My healing is my knowing. My healing is accepting. My healing is taking responsibility to let go, to no longer hold what does not serve me. Forgiveness is not condoning. Forgiveness is letting go of the past controlling my present moment now, so I can be here now. Now, freedom now. I will not drink the poison. I will not drink the poison of bitterness, resentfulness, anger, dis-ease. I will feast on joy. I will feast on peace, love, and goodness. My heart is opening. I can feel it opening, opening. Letting go, allowing me peace.
So if you want to hear the full story that she has, it's on YouTube. But I just thought, obviously, it took more than the 4 minutes of that video to go through her process, but it was a multimedia description of what that is. And also, if you haven't figured out yet, we're focusing on healing today, but more than healing of the body, mind, heart, and soul, which is all one, which is all connected. People are finally figuring that out. Metaphysically, spiritually, we knew it for a long time, but now science is backing up that indeed that which we feel, think, do in our lives, what we do affect our health, affect our mental health awareness. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I think it's real important to consider our own health and the health of others on body, mind, heart, and soul on all levels. And this month we've been doing the theme of the art of allowing, and it fits in with what we're doing in terms of allowing our health to happen. And it's also related to the meta meditation or meta loving kindness prayer that it is. That when we wish for ourselves health, or when we wish for others health, or the health of a community, we begin by just wishing, may you be safe. Because we can't say, you are safe, I know you should be safe, or I should be healthy, you should be healthy, you should heal faster, I should heal faster. It's an allowing this health and wholeness to come through. This truth of who we are and how we come forth in all ways. And I think when we're willing to let go of control, let go of timelines and judgments of ourselves and judgments of others, we can find that healing is available right where we are in all ways. That it's found within. It's found where we are right now. And so this idea of may we be happy, may we be healthy, may I be at peace. And the video by Sophia was talking about that, about she moved through her pain, but she found that affirming she was healthy, that she allowed this health, she allowed her process to feel deeply, to be this deeply, and Rob's did too. I want to clarify Rob's video that he was guided towards not taking certain kinds of medication, to doing certain kind of diet, but that doesn't mean, if we all do that, then we're all going to be healthy. What we find is our path of healing with our intuition within, our sense of what is our path of healing, which may be Western medicine or not, which may be alternative methods. It may be a change in diet. It may be a change in different parts of your environment. The important part is opening up to spirit and allowing, knowing this, may you be healthy, and in that allowing, not going, I've got to do this, I got to do that. It opens up to a greater health in that way. And I have an acronym for that is from allow. And that acronym is just simply to ask, listen, let, and then to be in oneness and openness, and to walk the talk. So first of all, this idea of asking. So I know that we believe here that spirit is one. Spirit's within us. But sometimes I'm not I'm just not there. For whatever reason. I'm kind of stuck, or I'm kind of caught in a moment of upset, or concerns about my health, or concerns about this or that. And so I invite Spirit to be with me. I invite Spirit to sit beside me, to join me on a walk. And we have a conversation. A conversation that is something like, hello. I'm so glad you're here with me today. I am lost. I'm confused. I need assistance. I need guidance. Would you walk with me? And I'm going to talk to you about what's going on, and this is what I'm experiencing, but this is what I want to experience. Where is this? And so in that conversation, that spirit that is around me becomes within me. There is no separation. Once I begin to align with this, then there is this sense that I am one. And it's from this place I can know my source. But sometimes it's okay if we just are still with that, what is called an I-thou relationship. Rob mentioned that, as if spirit is outside of ourselves. That's okay too, because it's the same spirit. It's the same source. In fact, I would suggest that even if you don't have a sense of what spirit is, because we talk about spirit being formless and without identity, it's all things, so sometimes it's hard to relate to that. It's okay to consider it as your soul, part of you, or just consider it as a presence, an energy that is there. And if you want to, if you have a guide that you imagine, a grandfatherly, or grandmotherly, or perhaps an animal totem that you have, that's okay to invite them to be with you as well, so that you have some sort of physical sense. But it's all one. It is spirit and source, and in that source. And the most important thing when we sit down and invite spirit is to recognize where we are right now. So I mentioned I just came back from the Netherlands, and Michelle went a week before me and had did some tour of Germany with her mother, where her mother's from, and met up with the grandkids. And then I came when I could, which was a week later, but I arrived, and with my schedule, it was necessary for me to take the train. And Netherlands has a great system of trains, as long as you follow them. So I was no problem. I had an app. I was ready to go. My app said, take this train. From the airport, I took that train, and I was to get off in Amsterdam. I got off at Amsterdam, and I'm looking for my set train, and it's not right. Something's not right. Something's not working. I go to the platform I'm supposed to be. There's no trains there. I'm going, what the heck? And I ask somebody, and they go, where are you supposed to be? I go, well, Amsterdam Central. And this is not Amsterdam Central, he said. This is another Amsterdam station. I go, no. So I go back to the main area, and I ask somebody else about the app, and they go, well, you just have to start from where you are. I go, oh, yeah. So he said, there's actually part of your app, and you just push the button, and it's not worried about where you're supposed to be. It's where you are right now. Oh, yeah. Don't these lessons come in funny ways? So I did. I pushed the button. And where I was at right now, that's all that mattered. I got to the right train, and I got there. And I had panicked a little bit, because the train system is very efficient. I'd say between 4 and 7, the trains are running every 5 minutes. But now it was 7:30, and the trains were running more like every 30 minutes. And I'm going, oh no, I got to get this. So I panicked a little bit. What I had to do was come back to where I started, where I was right now, not where I wanted to be, where I should be, where I expected myself to be, where I had a lot of emotions. I wanted to go see my grandchildren. I hadn't seen them in over a year and a half. But I still had to start where I was, and that's an important thing, right where we are, to be honest with ourselves. Recognize that one thing I know, spirit is not out there where we think we should be, where we think others think we should be. It's right here is where we experience it, right here. So that's why we sit down. That's why we walk in silence and contemplation, so we can find this place from where we are. And I think that it is this, this soul of ours, this spirit that we recognize, has access to all the wisdom of the world. And for us to consult with anyone else is going to be a limited perspective, even of ourselves. So to sit down, and the next step would be to listen. Just to listen, to open up. And I'm wondering how your life might shift if you, or perhaps you already do, listen to your body and listen to your wisdom within your soul, and how it could shift your experiences in terms of health of your body, mind, heart, and soul. I think lately I've been thinking about how we can find peace in an apparently chaotic world. How can we experience wholeness and oneness in an apparently divisive world? How can we be content when we're discontent with the way things are? And how can we find health in a seemingly unhealthy world? Well, the answer comes within, because we can always find this peace and health. And we find this peace and health within us when we hear it. Then that's a place to start. I love Robin Wall Kimmerer, which wrote the book Braiding Sweetgrass. Beautiful book, by the way. But I love her quote. She said, "Even a wounded world is feeding us." I'm going to repeat that one. Even a wounded world is feeding us. Even a wounded world holds us, giving us moments of joy and wonder. She's speaking for herself, I choose joy over despair, not because I have my head in the sand, but because joy is what the earth gives me daily, and I must return the gift. So there is joy in the universe that we can find. Even in a wounded world, we can find things that feed us, nurture us. We can feel the love. And it's hard, I know, at times it is. And we just go back within and listen to what's there. To slow down and pay attention. And be open, like I mentioned, Rob was talking about specific things he was guided towards. We can do the same, just to slow down. Sometimes the easiest thing to do when we're listening to Spirit is to ask yes or no questions. And so we need to find the sense in our body, what is yes and what is no. Now, what I know about our energetic system is there's a flow in our body that runs through our meridians, and when it's a yes, it flows, and when it's a no, it doesn't flow. So if we can have a sense of this, and I know it sounds kind of woo-woo to think that, but start with the basics. So just sit down in a quiet moment and say, for me, I'd say my name is Bob. Well, my name's not Bob, so that's a no, right? Or is my name Bob? I want to feel the no within me. My name is Jay. Yes. Just try that to yourself for a moment. Just inside, give yourself a lie, your wrong name, and see how it feels within your body. Is my name blank? And then, is my name, and give your real name. How many people were able to feel a difference in their body? So keep working with that. I know you're in an environment here around people, but keep working with that. Because the idea of these yes or no statements is you can begin to narrow it down. You can feel what is right and perfect when the energy flows. And so when you ask yourself, is it right to have this big chocolate brownie right now? Sometimes the answer is yes. I don't assume. It could be the best thing. It could bring you lots of joy, lots of gratitude. So, open up to that idea. And what is not. Because we know our body is a place that stores emotions as well. So when we're in touch with our body and all the chakras, we can get an energetic flow in our body. But there are times that we need to clean out things like a closet or a garage that gets too much stuff in it, right? And as we start pulling things out, we go, why do I keep this? Or do I really need this? Oh, I like that. I don't really need it. It doesn't serve me anymore. So to let it go, what brings you joy? Let go, and the same within our body, our belief system, and what continues to serve us. To let go of things. Just to be in this place of openness and oneness. And this is the allow, the letting Spirit move through us. I was teaching a course yesterday for my ministerial students, a metaphysical Bible. And it was an interesting course in a lot of ways. But one thing we were talking about was about Jesus, and particularly we didn't get into details about this, but I was thinking about it later, about some of his miracles that are reported in that. And first, let me put a preface. We don't really know what Jesus said or did, because all the accounts of him were not written down until 40 years after his death. And in that time, that was a generation, because people didn't live much past 50. Very few people lived past 50 in those days. So there were no witnesses to what he said or did. They're only hearsay in a lot of ways, only oral tradition that offered it. So we don't really know, but we can know truth from it. We also know that in the time before it was all written down, that Zoroastrian, another faith, came into play, and it influenced a lot of people who were early Christians to begin to believe in an evil and set God against evil forces, fallen angels, that Jesus didn't talk about at all. So when Jesus does these miracles and he casts out demons, is what it says, it's put into a context as if there's something evil in the world. Jesus never said that. So that I think that's a paraphrase, but casting out demons is a lot of just what doesn't serve us anymore. Mary Magdalene, a prominent character in the New Testament, was said to have cast out 7 demons. Does that mean that she was cursed, or that she was had a devil inside her that had to be exorcised? Or was that simply that she was a person who was a conscious healer and moved and allowed those things to move out of her and let go of that in her wisdom seeking, her deep healing that she has? Wendy DeRosa, which we've talked about a lot in classes, is an intuitive healer, an energy instructor, teaches people how to use energy. But she's real clear. I said the word healer. She teaches people how to heal themselves, techniques for doing that. She'll say that she doesn't do the healing. She's real clear about that. But we are sourced. She finds us how to find our source and how to access and listen to our body. She says this: deep healing becomes truly powerful when we connect to the wounds that you aren't even aware of that you're holding. But your soul knows you're carrying them. Your soul came into this world with access to a tremendous amount of wisdom. And when you open to deep healing, our soul points back to these deeper questions. So when we allow our soul to open up in us, when we listen to it, we access it. And we begin shifting in our lives to allowing healing to happen, allowing a deeper sense of truth to come through us. Instead of forcing something based on expectations of where we think we should be, or, we think that we wonder why we're experiencing this. Rob talked about that. And we think if we've got something, whether it's a forgiveness or a dis-ease in our body, or a process that we're trying to let go of, a sadness, a depression, that we put this timeline on it when we should be able to heal, or how long it's going to take, instead of allowing Spirit to move through us and a process of divine timing that's going to not only heal our body, but our soul and our heart, our beingness, and opens us to a greater experience of the divine. I've heard many people talk about serious illnesses they've had, serious depressions, serious grudges they held because of things that have happened in their lives. And they experience them as tragedy and struggle and challenges at the time. But they said when they were willing to move through it and allow Spirit to move through them, they always came out more aware, more peaceful, able to pace their lives in a manageable way, more open to Spirit moving and guided in their lives. So that's the process of allowing healing that opens us up. And it's from this place that we move from oneness and we move into actually walking our talk and allowing the healing to come through. Allow this. We don't have to wait to be everything figured out before we step into the world. Because what I find is that there's opportunities for healing even in as I walk. There's a phrase in England it started, but really it's all over Europe, about mind the gap. And that's because The trains they have there often have gaps between where the platform is and the train, or one is higher or lower. You know, I could get caught into that. Why don't they build a system that works here? You know, why don't they get trains that are the right height? And who's in charge around here? And instead, I can just take responsibility, because in truth, the gap is where I am right now and where I want to be. And I notice sometimes in my life, as much as I can do these affirmations, meditation, and know I'm all good and peaceful and whole, healthy and powerful, I come to a gap. I go, oh, isn't that interesting? I'm not there yet. Perhaps I react to something, or I push myself past exhaustion again. I don't recognize a moment that I could have a conversation with somebody for healing of them and me. But when I slow down, I notice the gap, and I'm present with what is right here. What is this opportunity for healing that's here? And I do need to walk the talk in order for that to happen, in order for that to open up. Robin Kammerer also said, "We are showered every day with gifts, but they're not meant for us to keep. Their life is in that movement. Their life is in their movement, the inhale and exhale of our shared breath. Our work and our joy is to pass along the gift and to trust that which we put out into the universe will always come back." So instead of holding back, being present, opening to the moment, and allowing this healing to happen right here and right now. Let us go to prayer. It is in this moment we know the truth of our being, divine, whole, and perfect. In every way, we know this truth. Every day. We know that Spirit is moving through us in this very moment and guiding us toward that which is seeking to be healed, guiding us towards that which is just meant to be being, to be with it, to be at peace, to be at joy, and know that we are nurtured by this beautiful universe. The Spirit gives us all we need. The universe is always providing moments of joy, moments of peace, moments of clarity. And for this, we're grateful, and so it is. So a musician, it's one of my favorite musicians, Jason Mraz, did a little experiment one time. And so I wanted to show you a video to close up that.
Hey, it's Jason here in a fake fur hat. A couple of weeks ago, I asked people to point their cameras into the direction of love. And if you want to know what love is, well, check this out. The question is why? Why are we here? To say our hellos and goodbyes and disappear. This beautiful life, what is it for? To learn how to master peace or master war. There's only one answer that matters, even if your heart has been shattered. Whatever you want, whatever you are after, love is still the answer. Love is still the answer. Love, love, love,
all make mistakes. No, we're not perfect yet. Maybe God made us all from an accident. And the question that sits on everyone's lips is why should we pick ourselves up and start over again? There's only one answer that matters, even if your heart has been shattered. Whatever you want, whatever you are after, love is still the answer. Love is still the answer. Love, 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 love. The question I'll ask at the end of my days is, what did I give and what will I take? There's only one answer that matters, even if your heart and your dreams have been shattered. Whatever you want, whatever you are after, love is still the answer. Love is still the answer. Love, 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 love is still the answer.
So whatever the question, love is the answer, right? Beautiful, beautiful. Jason Mraz, I've met him before. He's one of those musicians that I appreciate who walks his talk. You know, I can affirm that. He's a magnificent person. So this time in our service, when we invite you to be part of the law of circulation, there are many ways to donate. We once again appreciate all the donations given for the Sip and Savor and everything there. As well as continuing online or in-person donations. We so appreciate it. So let's take our hand and put it over our heart, and to represent that which we've given in the past, that which we're giving today. If our ushers could come forward. I forget these things. I've been gone. Got to have some ushers up here, right? All right, let's try this again. Hand over the heart, representing that which we've given in the past or today. And we say, divine love as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate, and so it is.
Grateful, grateful, I am grateful for all that I have, all that I am. I am grateful, I'm so grateful. Thankful, thankful, I am thankful for all that I have, all that I am. I am thankful, I'm so thankful. Grateful, grateful, I am grateful for all that I have, all that I am. I am grateful, I'm so
Now we also want to acknowledge anybody who might be here for the first time, either online or here in person. We would like to give you a pamphlet just letting you to know a little bit about us. If you're willing to raise your hand, we'd like to give you that pamphlet. Anybody here for the first time? All right, well, if we missed you, the pamphlets are also out at the welcome table. Our welcome table is always out in the courtyard to give you any information about upcoming classes or anything like that. And you can always find things on our website, which is great. So we'll just bless each other today and with this affirmation, as well as those people online today. So we say, we bless you today, knowing that the peace and happiness you seek is also seeking you. We honor your inner radiance as you let your light shine in the world. We are grateful for your presence in our community. And so it is. If our practitioners could come forward, please. Prayer is available after the service. Simply stay in your seat or stay in the sanctuary while the people file out, and they'll be available for a brief affirmative prayer. I know it's a treat for me always to receive prayer. I encourage you to do the same as well. And I don't think we have children today, it doesn't look like. So I will move forward with that. We bless all our children and all things. Let's all stand for the community affirmation. Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
I'm led by Spirit.
I am led by Spirit.
I'm guided by wisdom.
I'm guided by wisdom.
I am protected by love.
I am protected by love.
I am here to be a blessing.
I am here to be a blessing.
I am so grateful.
I am so grateful.
And so it is.
And so it is.
And now for the closing song, for those of you, Diana Jeezy. So go ahead.
May the pool of love we depths of our hearts to the farthest star. May our love bless everyone. May our love bless everyone. Again. May the pool of love we have gathered here spread its wings and fly far and near, from the depths of our hearts to the farthest star. May our love bless everyone. May our love bless everyone.
Great Sunday.